These are randomly generated NHL players and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. Today I will be able to take any of the 3 that I want to. However, once we get into NHL 25 franchise mode, I must accept every trade thrown our way. We will simulate through an entire season with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. We are going to absolutely fly through this draft because I can see the players and I doubt that there's going to be much of a debate every time we get a set. There might be a few instances, but I am going to leave the top 250 filter off, which I think is actually the top 300 in the code, but I just have it at top 250 in the, I don't know. I changed it and then maybe it is what it is. I got a crazy one for you. We're starting off with goaltenders. Ooh, what do we do here? I think we just go for Kemper. Yeah, that's got to be the move. Our second netminder. Ooh, Where's Georgiev from? He was born in Bulgaria, and the NHL API does not provide some of the country codes correctly, so I have to do like my own thing. Anyway, we're gonna go with Dostal. Yes. Team's already unreal. Just give us the Stanley Cup. Oh. Eric Johnson. New set of players. Wow, we are in one right now. Radish is actually, from a sim I did recently, his overall is actually really good, I think. So we are gonna... Really? He's only played that many games? Why does that surprise me? Regardless, he is the player we're acquiring. Here we go. McIlwraith could be a tough guy. No, we have to go with Fabro, yeah. And the 4th defenseman for this team is going to be... This one's actually interesting. I am going to go with Montour. However, McDonough would be good. Wouldn't complain with Hamonic either. Penultimate defenseman. It's got to be no-brainer, yeah. Easy pickings. Miro, welcome aboard. We already only need one more defenseman. Come on. Oh my word. This is actually tough because they're all good. It is a nice problem to have, I'll say that. We will be going with Norrisy. Our first forward is going to be... the problem child. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know the whole story, but anyway, we're going with JT Miller. Next up, we have Toffoli, so a great start. Batherson as well. Which one do I take? I'm pretty sure that Toffoli is a slightly higher overall. Isn't he in Dallas now too? Oh, maybe not. No, he might still be with San Jose. But regardless, you know what? I am going to go with Batherson here. Yeah, here we go. It has to happen every video. And the easy choice for this one is obviously Pontus. No, I'm joking. We're going with Eberle. Team is looking mighty fine, and it just got even better. I want Tom Wilson, but I know I'd get ripped apart if I didn't take Seth, so we will go with him. I'm still trying to win my first Stanley Cup here, so I don't care. No mercy. What are we doing here? I swear the filter is not on. I want to draft Fantilli, but again, I think that we should take Suzuki, so fine, have it your way. The next member joining our team is going to be... Ooh. All right, let's go for Brian Rust. This might be the fastest draft I've ever done. Come on. I was a little bit scared up until we got the man at the end there. Alexei Protas, he's an absolute menu. Yeah. Yeah! Okay. Not the best round. Not the best one. Evangelista is the player that we're selecting. I wonder if we're going to have a situation where any of these teams are going to trade back for their player, because obviously we do take them from them and put them on international. There's your early disclaimer. I'm not going to have to say it in NHL 25 now. The obvious choice here is Höglander. Will Carrier, Backlund... I feel like he's got pretty good face-off, so I'm not too upset about that one. Plus, our team is unreal already anyway, so Backlund it is. Our penultimate forward... Well, I can't. I want to take Fantilli again, but with Brady Tkachuk sitting right there, it cannot be done. I'm sorry. Even Drouin's good. I feel like we're getting so lucky right now. At this rate, no one's going to have anything to trade with us. Easy. Nico Hischier, what a way to end the team. We are absolutely filthy. Could this be our first Stanley Cup? Come on, we need one, man. With that being done, let's go assemble this team on NHL 25 and simulate to see if we can, in fact, get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived on NHL 25 and your Everett Eagles are 92 overall in Division 1. We were 7.7 mil over the cap, I believe. Whoa, jabroni. We are not on talking terms yet. I'm going to update the trading block before we even start the preseason because those trades are going to be flying in. Our surplus is anything and everything. We'll take any forward, defenseman, or goaltender. And for that matter, we'll take any draft pick, future or current. We now have the exact same setup for wants. I don't think these assets even mean anything because of how open our block is. Now, before we get gutted, let's have a look at our team and see what we are supposed to be before these other GMs, or shall I say vultures, come in and take our talent. Drake Batherson on the third line is diabolical. 2 power forwards and a playmaker on the first line. I'm sure that will work out well for us. Eberle, hopefully a sniper. Nice. Okay, 2-way forward and 2-way forward. Batherson is also a 2-way forward, I think. Yep. I didn't even notice Seth Jarvis here. And why is Protas on the fourth line? What are we doing? We officially have the best second line in hockey. Jarvis, Hischier, and Eberle. And then our third line has got to be the best third line. Same with fourth. First line, we probably get outdone by like the Toronto Maple Leafs, Colorado Avalanche, teams like that. The defensive chemistry is very interesting. We have 2 zeros. And then the last pair is just happy to be here. This team is stacked, brother. Tending the goal, we have Dostal backed up by Darcy Kemper. Now we shall start the simulation. Lincoln Clark, what's up, pal? Here we go, our first trade request. We are getting rid of Evangelista, acquiring a third, a fourth, and Hanley. I can't say no, so here you go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Höglander and Fabro, gone like a fart in the wind for a second and a fifth. Congratulations, LA, you figured it out. I wonder if anyone's going to be ballsy enough to go after our top players. We're getting Foudy, I never know, I'm sorry. Along with a second in exchange for Johnson and a third rounder. Yeah, Victor Mete is being put on waivers. You know what? Sure, why not? Maybe someone will trade for him. I don't like how good this start is. 5-0-0? Don't get my hopes up like this game. It took a while, but we did get another trade here. A fourth and a fifth headed to Ottawa. Nothing really big going on. The team is still buzzing. We have a good division, though. We are currently third with a record of 16, 6, and 4. I'm not sure why the simulation stopped, but we did jump up to first in the division, which is nice. Wow, the Everett Eagles are sick. 22, 8, and 4. Let's keep the good times rolling. We haven't had a trade in a long time. I want to go make sure that our trade block is still what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's changed here. I don't know, I guess GMs just don't want to trade with us right now. Fine by me. We've lost a few roster players, but nothing major. I'm surprised we're not getting more offers right now. I thought for sure we'd be getting bombarded, especially after LA exposed us. Maple Leafs are running away with first in the division. I absolutely hate this with every fiber of my being. I don't want to get... I finally get Protas on the team, and now he's just got to go for 2 seconds. Unbelievable, Boston. The LA Kings are rent-free in our head. Not only did they make that trade at the start of the year, but they also just beat us twice in regulation. We are going to enter the trade deadline, keep it as it is, wide open, and I'ma just chill, see if we get any offers. This is the part of these videos that I like the least. Just sitting at the trade deadline, trying to make it interesting somehow. Trade alert! The New Jersey Devils trade him and him to the San Jose Sharks for Jan Ruta, a fourth, and Dewar. Fascinating. Again, I normally sit here till about 8:30 or 9, and after that, I just say, well, they haven't made a trade yet, so they're probably not going to, which is definitely not necessarily true. I feel like Washington just got finessed. Sonk. Dostal third right now for save percentage. He has a 917. I knew our goaltenders were going to have good numbers, just looking at the scores of our games. I feel like Pokemon TCG had the exact same arc as Pokemon Go. It came out and everyone was all over it, and then just, I'm sure it's still played by a lot of people, but you know what I mean. Like, it just does not get talked about nearly as much anymore. Capitals with another trade. Oh, wow. Roy and Radish to the Columbus Blue Jackets for a second, a third, and him. Some pretty big trades going on here. We obviously saw the Capitals Columbus one. Wild and Ducks made a trade. Nashville and LA made a pretty big exchange. All right, it's 8:30. No trades. I'm done. Tyson Yost placed on waivers. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and put in the claim. This is what our team looks like when it's all said and done. We actually do have Jean-Luc in the lineup and Yost as well. I'm going to go ahead and move Jarvis up to the second line here. Russ can be on the third line. And then my bad, Tyson, but you're going right down to the fourth. Defensively, we shifted a little bit. Well, actually, it was just the bottom two here. Goaltenders remain untouched. Let's simulate up to the playoffs. Don't collapse after this deadline. Stand strong. Hold your ground. Actually, speaking of collapsing, we had a wicked ice storm around here, and it knocked a lot of trees down. It was bad. I know some people that were without power for like pretty much a week, which is nuts. Finished the season strong. We are on a at least 3-game winning streak. I'm not sure if we won before that, but we also win against the Pity Pens. Toronto Maple Leafs, wow, we are getting the better of them at the moment. Beat the Kings again. Yes! Nice! We are already clinched 104 points to end the year. Solid sim. Our first round opponent is going to be the Vancouver Canucks. Fourth in the division with 102 is absolutely insane. That would slot us 9th in the entire league. And let's see if it was the top 16 teams that made it. It was not. Seattle gets absolutely rinsed. President's Trophy goes to Flo Rida with 123. Not a lot of offense from this team, but that's kind of what I expected. We got 81 from JT Miller with a plus-minus of 20. Chucky with a 74, 66 from Suzuki. This is more defensive points than we normally see. Morrissey with 46, 34 from Miro, Montour and Radish 25 and 23 respectively. And both goaltenders played insane. 917 for Dostal, 920 for Kemper. Great season in the cage. Bobrovsky leads the league and he clears it with 49 wins. He also had a 918 while he was at it. He played phenomenal. Okay, Quinn. This is now the second time in about 3 sims, maybe even 2 sims. And he's leading 95 points and a plus 28. Cale Makar not being point a game is one of the most unrealistic things I've seen. And your Art Ross winner, but not Rocket Richard winner, is going to be Pappy. He had 126, a plus 56, a plus 60 for Marner. And the Rocket Richard winner is going to be Kucherov with 65.
You kidding me?
This is actually wild that we have JT Miller and we're going up against the Vancouver Canucks, but they have DeBrusk, Pedersen, and Besser as their first line. Garland, Hedel, and Sherwood. Joshua Suter and Sasson. Oh, this is the guy that looks like MJF. Defensively, they have the best defenseman in the league in this sim. He had 95 points. Quinn Hughes and Hronik up on the first pair there. Pedersen and Myers. And then their bottom two there, not really much to worry about. Thatcher Demko tending the goal, 90 overall, backed up by Lankinen. So no matter what, they're going to have a good goalie. You know what? You don't know the rules. First 4 games. That's how confident I am. Here we go. Oh no. Don't do me like this. Okay, 1-1 series. We win another game. It is a 5-2 victory. That's huge. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's keep it rolling here. Finish off the Vancouver Canucks. Oh no. Don't let them make it 7. They're going to do it, aren't they? Boom! You know what? The chemistry's already good, but I'm going to have some talks with the lads and see if we can boost it even more. We definitely had some success. It is time for the grand unveiling of our new chemistry. It didn't really change that much. 4-2-0-2. Decent. We had a big change here, though. +3 on the second pair now, and I think this one wasn't a +3 anymore. I know it was good to start the year, but then we had those trades. It went down to 0, so we're at a 3. Our next round opponent is the New York Islanders. They have Palmieri, Horvat, and Barzal. Maxime playing with Pajot and Anders Lee. Their depth is pretty good. Their defense is a little bit scary, but so is ours. So, you know what? I am not concerned. They do have this guy, though, which we do not. So that's definitely a slight edge to them. I'm keeping the confidence high. First 4 games, you don't know the rules. Let's see how the Eagles can fare against the New York Islanders. It is a... I'm not going real-time sim unless you push 7. You absolute clowns. What a joke. The Stanley Cup final is between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Golden Knights. That could maybe actually happen. The Knights that are golden have Barbashev, Eichel, and Stone, an absolutely filthy first line. Their second line's real good. They got Wild Bill on the third line here. A good team offensively. They've also got it figured out defensively with Theodore and Pietrangelo. And then they have Hanifin, Whitecloud, Haig, and McNabb. No matter what pairing is out there, they're gonna be good. Adin Hill will be tending the goal at 84 overall. And now let's have a look at your Toronto Maple Leafs. They have Johnny T, 88 overall, playing with Pappy and Marner. Yuck. Will Nye, the hockey guy, is centered by Yarncrook. And then we have Nyes on the other side. Their depth is solid. The Golden Knights definitely have the edge in terms of defense, but I would say that Toronto has the advantage in offense, and their goaltender is the same overall pretty much no matter what. So this is anybody's series. It should go to 7. A lot of them do. We'll see. Watch this one for whatever reason be a sweep in either direction. I wouldn't even be that surprised, honestly. Golden Knights jump to the early series lead, but we will not see a sweep as the Toronto Maple Leafs bounce back with a win. Right now, it is blow for blow. They are just exchanging wins. And it's not like they're winning at home, losing at home. Toronto did break the pattern. Or sorry, what I meant to say is that it's not like they're winning both their games at home and then going on the road and losing both. They were just going straight up back and forth. Will the Toronto Maple Leafs be able to close it out? No, it does go to 7. We wish we could jump into a real-time sim for this one. Unfortunately, we cannot. So we will advance another day, and the Stanley Cup is awarded to the Golden Knights. JT Miller had his guy, 13 points in 11 games. Nick Suzuki over point a game, also +7 and +9. 9 PIMs for JT Miller. Our second line, that was probably one of the best second lines in the NHL, struggled. Because of course they did. Maybe they were like boycotting. They didn't want to be on the second line, so they're like, screw this, I'm phoning it in. Defensively, Norrisy did real well. Can't complain with 5 points from Miro, Montour, and Mete, not the best. And you absolutely cannot pin any blame on this lad right here. 923 save percentage. That is the definition of I had my guy. Adin Hill and Stellaris both played real well. Actually, there's a lot of solid goaltender performances here. Holy smokes. There he is. Cale Makar, leading defenseman for playoffs. He had 23 points in 18 games. That is nuts. The next closest is Shea Theodore with 16, and he played 27 games. That's insane. The Leafs have the top 3 players, but they are not going to be awarded the Conn Smythe because they didn't win the cup, and that's how it works in NHL 25. Jack Eichel, most likely going to be the recipient. He wasn't even point a game. Again, I could argue that Adin Hill should get it here, but he won't. Matthews acquires the Art and the Heart, which I feel like that combo has been split up quite a lot recently, and he just reunited it. No surprises with Quinn Hughes getting the Norris. Reinhart acquires the Lady Bang Celebrini with the Calder. Eichel did get the Conn Smythe. Bobrovsky awarded the Vezina and the Jennings. Pelech is assigned the Bill Masterton Trophy. Brunette is the Jack Adams recipient, whereas Crosby, of course, because we didn't draft him, gets the Selke. Matthews with 1 more, but as we saw, Kucherov acquires the Rocket Richard.
Are you kidding me?
Here is your playoff tree. The Islanders ended up losing to Toronto in 6, so they did put up a little bit of a fight there. Yeah, who knows? If we got past the Islanders, I feel like we had Toronto's number for whatever reason during the regular season. It is what it is. We are still, probably by the time this video comes out, on the road to 60K. If you could subscribe, that would be tremendous. All right, that's all, folks. Thanks for coming out.